Whew, hello there, good morning. Woke up real early, so this might be a slog, but howdy, welcome to day 2. Now you might be noticing this is on Thursday and not on Wednesday, like I said the other one would be, and that's because I had other shit going on, and now I'm getting to this today. So, before anyone asks, yes, I have 2 smoky shirts in different colors. Okay, so day 2 of this whole game development kind of journey thing. If you're not aware of what's going on, watch the first video. It's only like 9 minutes long, but quick overview. I will be almost every weekday uploading videos where I'm just diving into game development. The goal is to eventually release an entire game. I know absolutely nothing about game development except for a couple projects in Unity. And yeah, we're going to be diving into the Unreal Engine. There wasn't a lot of plan for today other than I'm just gonna mess around. I'm gonna open up the engine, I'm just gonna mess around, get the feel for it. Not a lot's gonna happen. Please watch the video. It's gonna be pretty chill. What you didn't see me do the other day was I went and downloaded the Unreal Engine. Turns out you don't need to go anywhere special for Unreal Engine. You can literally just open up the Epic Games launcher and it's just there. So that's good. So a couple other things. I know Unity Engine uses C# as a coding language, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Unreal uses C++? I'm not actually sure. We will actually, you know, while this is updating, let's figure it out right now. Unreal Engine use C++. Unreal Engine does not support C#. Fantastic. That is cool. That's gonna be bueno. I will say, is there like some Unreal Engine tutorial? Guys, I was just from where I watched some YouTube vids, not much success because the way I see you guys are explaining some advanced knowledge user mode and they go through the interface so fast. I feel that. It's made for you. Learning, getting started. Anywhere. Just grab something that tickles your fancy and run with it. You see quite a lot of people on here who take the I want a structured, gradual, logical introduction approach. I guarantee you those people will never end up making anything. That makes me feel a little better about this channel, I guess. I assume this is gonna be somewhere in the program itself. This update's taken a while, is it not? dev.epic.com, let me talk some demos. What's going on here?
Welcome to the Unreal Engine 5 guided tour. In this video, I'll do my best to cover as many interesting aspects for newcomers as I can. Let's begin with one of my favorite features that came in late during Unreal Engine 4, the sky atmosphere system.
Real quick, while we're here, I did want to clarify something from the last video. So I said I was going to be working towards a big puzzle-like game, somewhat like Riven. A small caveat to that. This isn't say I'm not going to be like, you know, making smaller games and things like that, smaller projects on the way as we're building up to that like much bigger project. We're obviously going to be making other things as well, and you know, whenever new things get made, I'll be uploading them somewhere for people to take a peek at. I have an idea for one starter game that might be decent. Imagine the following. Bit of a horror game. I want to work in a couple like simple puzzle mechanics in there so I can get like kind of a feel for how to make puzzles work with using C++ as well as the Unreal Engine. Just, yeah, putting those elements together. One of the big things I really want to work on is lighting. I feel like for my game that I want to make later, lighting is going to be a very, very big aspect of not just like how the game feels and everything. It's important for that, but also I want to see about making part of the core gameplay involve lighting in some way, which we'll get to. So yeah, for like a first small game, get a couple simple puzzles, get some lighting going, some, you know, probably like a lantern that you're carrying around, that kind of thing. And just make some cool tunnels, a cool little level, put like some simple story in there, like maybe voice over a couple bits, and get those all working together to make a nice little, like, I don't know, like 10 to 20 minute game. Something like that. The engine is ready to go. So let's go back over here. Quick thing here. Had an idea. Brain blast. While I'm waiting on this to load up. It's taking a minute. Yes. While this is loading up, I had just had an idea. I think it'd be really useful if going forward in the description, if there's anything like any like major discoveries I find, if there's like answers I find while I'm looking something up or anything like that, I'll leave a link in the description below, so you can find it along with me. Also want to say, I'm doing Unreal Engine just because like I think it matches what I'm going to be doing. I think I'm going to touch on Unity as well. Start learning like a few things in there, because I also have an idea of like a game I wanted that Unity Engine would be better for. I'll get more into that later. I say Unity Engine will be better for it. I don't actually know in what way, and I'm spitballing just on like the few stuff I've done in Unity and what I know Unreal can do. If it ever seems like I know a bunch that I'm not letting on, I don't know a lot. I'm just making a lot of assumptions. Alrighty, right? Okay, we got like this Unreal project browser deal. Film, video, and live architecture. Oh yeah, you can. That's right. You can make other stuff with it. So I assume these are just clean, empty project with no code. Template features player character, presented by a pair of arms. This is something that whether create a blueprint or a C++ project. No, you can also add blueprints to a C++ project and a C++ to a blueprint project. That's interesting. Nope, that's not it. C++ versus blueprint? Sure, Reddit. Start making games. Red blueprint is easier, but C++ can let you do more and is faster. If you're an experienced C++ developer, then you should start with C++. Otherwise, stick with blueprints until you get something you need C++ for, which could be never, depending on your project. Blueprints is not only easier, but you're doing a disservice to designers to move too much into C++. Blueprint is much easier to learn, but I argue a critical part of using the Unreal Engine. To actively avoid blueprints is to do your project a disservice and shouldn't ever be considered a valid option unless you want pure C++ for UE4 plugin. I am very tired. Okay, so that's cool. But what is a blueprint? Oh, okay. This should probably help. Blueprints are Unreal Engine's node-based programming. I think I've seen something about this. See, like, we haven't even opened up a project, and this is like a whole thing to learn. This is a whole thing to get into. Okay. To program with the blueprint, you click and drag variables, functions, and events together, create the functionality within an actor as shown in the GIF below. With these functions and events, you communicate past data between other blueprint actors. Branch. So now we're getting into like classes and stuff that I don't understand. C++, you gain deeper, broader access to Unreal Engine's core functionality. You can change or modify the core features and functionality of the engine and the editor itself, whatever fits your project's needs. So this right here is what I'm in Unity. Like I said, I made a couple. Actually, I made like one project in Unity. It was a Flappy Bird demo, but I made one project in Unity, and this was like Unity was like purely working in the coding editor software. Coding editor. I'm going to call it the coding editor anyway. And that's where I learned everything. But looks like Unreal just has a completely different way of doing things. Okay, right now, this is really cool to know. But before, I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole right now. Like I said, today's just a mess around with the engine kind of day. So I think let's just, okay, we're going to select Blueprint. And we're going to start a content, enable to, and we'll call this project first person demo fun woo. Can't be longer than 20 characters. Copy and create. Oh, there it goes. I was like, okay. It looked like it just crashed for a second. This is good. Okay. So now I gotta load all this up. I got a candle in the background. It's like a wood. It's like a wood. It's a wood. It's a wood candle. And it crackles when it's lit up, and it's quite nice. Would you like to hear it? It just does this. Isn't that lovely? I enjoy it. That being said, I'm not sure if the microphone's picking up in the background. Yeah, we're gonna leave it going. We're gonna leave it going. You hear the crackling. You can be relaxed too. The extra fun part about this is that I don't have the fastest computer in the world, so now we get to kind of like wait for things to load and compile and yada yada. So that's gonna be good. I don't remember exactly where I heard this, but one of the things that I learned like a while ago about Unreal, I saw something about saying like Unreal was built from the ground up from the start to make games with, so it has like a lot of tools that are very specific for making games, which I guess can be kind of like explained a little bit with that like blueprint thing we found, which is a lot easier to deal with than coding if I understand. I mean, we'll have to fiddle with it, but it looks like it's going to be a lot easier to get those things working, but we'll figure that out later. But yeah, Unreal Engine was built from the ground up specifically for games and then branched out to other things, whereas like something like Unity was built for like other applications and things like that until like kind of moved also into the game space later. I don't know. Point of everything I just said, I think Unreal has more game-focused conveniences, more game programmer-focused conveniences that are going to be hopefully pretty helpful going forward. We're still at like 45%. These shaders are taking a second. There we go. Now we're in business. We've arrived. It's preparing our shaders for us. How kind. I feel like most of this recording session today was spent waiting on an update, waiting for a project to be loaded up. Okay, looks like right click and hold controls the camera. Okay, WASD lets me go around. Let me get space, shift. Okay, E goes up, Q goes down. I'm just messing about here. These controls to get around the scene are similar to what I saw in Unity in the past. Okay, we got a gun, a little flag thing. Alright, so here's our little arena, I suppose. What do we got going on here? First person template. I assume that's the sun? Yeah, directional light. Rotation. Whoa, okay. Alrighty, right. Okay. Alright, so we got like some golden hour. We're gonna get some blue hour going. Yeah, not quite, but you know. Should be a play button. Yeah, here's the play button. Place level and active level editor viewport. Oh, we're going. Run around. Pick this up. Oh, fuck. That scared me a little bit. Not gonna lie. This keeps just bouncing around. So I can see a little thing over there that says actors, and it goes up whenever I shoot a thing. So are actors, I assume they're objects? Okay. Oh, okay, so that's what that is. That's what that was. That's just our little... That's our little spawn point, I guess. Cool. So, I want to see what this actress thing is. Top. Bottom. Sorry. Cinematic viewport. You just... Does it just put black bars on the screen? Is that all that does? Outliner. Outliner lists all actors in the level by name, organized into tree. Okay, gotcha. So these are literally just all the pieces of the map, essentially. Okay, so, these are also actors. So I remember in Unity, these being called game objects? Something like that? So these are just... so instead, like, I think this is a similar thing where it's just called game objects. They're just called actors, I think. Okay, let's start with the cubes. Let's start with the cube. Chamfer cube. Assume chamfer cube. We got a cube. You know, honestly, it's never looked better. It's beautiful. You're fantastic. No notes. Physics. Simulate physics. True. How do I just make a cube? Oh, quickly add to the project. I wonder if the player itself is an okay, so okay, I'm gonna start this again. 59 actors, we can see this right here. If I load in, now there's 68. So what changed? I wonder. All this stuff became apparent. First person, game mode, player control. Okay, so the first person character got added. Got it. Okay. So we just add something with basic shapes. Cube. I like cubes. Cubes are great. Let's get a cube going. Cube. Stop. I'm busy. Can't you see I'm busy? We got ourselves a cube. Alright, I feel like this is we're at the start of something really cool here. So if I cube, so it's kind of like, all right, I think we're gonna need to mess with this layout a bit because this is kind of hard to keep up with. Lighting, cast shadow. Can I just like make it so that, oh, the future's now. So if I just like set this up here when I start, okay, can I just, yeah. This is a cube. You just hit simulate physics and it just kind of does it. I don't have to add. This is weird. Like, okay, so this is interesting. This is actually going. So if I can go back to Unity real fast, I'm not poo-pooing on Unity except for the company. I'm not poo-pooing on Unity at all, but I do remember like when I was working in Unity, like the whole pathway to get like just plop down like a cube like this and have it have a texture and all that kind of stuff and also have physics attached to it was a much more complicated process than just, I literally just put this down and I just tick a little box that says simulate physics and now it's just working. I'm running up on time at the moment. I've been recording for a bit. Mainly we're waiting on loading screens, but I do have other stuff to do today. I gotta get this edited and then I gotta get the other stuff done. So anyway, this has been interesting. Alright, so yeah, this has been really interesting so far. Obviously, like, we were just fiddling around a bit. I think tomorrow's gonna be much of the same, of just like going in, but I think I'll see like what specifically what I want to tackle tomorrow. I think I might like pull up a tutorial or something and like follow along with it for a minute just to like better understand. I think my understanding of actors is decent. It's just basically everything that exists within a level is an actor, whether it's the lights or whether it's the player character themselves. I just don't know if that also includes like if his script is running, does it have to be, I assume it has to be attached to an actor, otherwise how would it work? I don't know. The blueprint system, I'm very excited to see what that's about because it seems kind of cool. Like I said, I think there's like this whole dev.epicgames.com. I'm going to put all these links in the description of the video. But yeah, there's this whole website, looks like it has a bunch of tutorials and stuff, which, you know, makes sense. Unity had a very similar thing. I think other game engines have similar deals where they just have a content and like documentation and videos and things on how everything works because they want people to use their engine for stuff. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see y'all tomorrow for day 3, where we're probably gonna dive into some of these little guided tour things from the website. These might be helpful to look at. Just to get a better idea, I think like actors is something we need to look into. The blueprint system looks interesting, but I'm not sure that's going to be entirely useful to us at the moment. We'll get to blueprints later. But yeah, I think what we really need is just like the terminology for the different aspects of the game engine. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Have a good day. See ya. So welcome to the ending portion of the video that is covering comments in the comments section. I only uploaded 1 video and I didn't expect any comments to be there, so we're gonna go through these. First off, from a guy named Justed91, he had this to say: Unreal is definitely the way to go here. Unity is great if you want more control over the code, which you might not need for a puzzle game. Godot is great if graphics aren't important at all to your game. I definitely wouldn't recommend GameMaker in any case, but then again, very low in graphics. Funny how YouTube recommended this to me because Google knows I'm trying to get back into game dev. And yes, welcome aboard the struggle bus. I'm glad you're joining us. Thank you for the insight with the engine. I'm glad I have some confirmation that I'm on the right path. Second comment from Dagon Teku 7067. He just says, "Good luck, champ." And you know, I appreciate that. This is gonna be a whole thing. So, you know, anyway, properly now appreciate all y'all watching, and thank y'all for stopping by, leaving a comment. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope to see y'all next time. I'm officially out. I really have to get this exported and done, so I'm gonna do that now.